as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going.
And now off to the races.
You know they pay me
down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jaguars are pouring it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Got 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin. Set to start the third quarter, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do
that? And maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle bust him free. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get. Might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 4. It'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The Jaguars take over.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 2nd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 58 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
The running back.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rushing. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. As his guys continue to pour it on. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40.
27-yard line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives.
This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
New York ready to go again offensively. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Jones pass intended for Preston Williams.
Here's that's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Oh, damn, I almost got away. Let me read my comments. Trishna said I'm here.
To run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Why did it repeat a message that he already said? What the fuck? That's how I
the
know it's
NFL on EA Sports.
What the fuck? He already said it, but why did it repeat what
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Don't go out of bounds.
And he takes it in. Touchdown,
I deserve
Jacksonville.
this because I'm playing.
A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, They don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm not even tired. Probably because I
To
just
throw again, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on
Green pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Jones, back to the air on 2nd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
You lucky bitch.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Devontae Smith, bro, that was good coverage, and somehow he caught that. Wow, EA.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they got some
DJ Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's a little too late for computer there. But
another try after the first down sack. Jones, and he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Jones now. Throwing on 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A great return there of 22 yards.
Yes, at their own 28-yard line. That's good, because,
The Jaguars getting set to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
If I get an interception here, it'll be
Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away.
Yeah, I think I still need 3 more.
A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Throw the football my way.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33.
I need 2 more.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
All the time out. Stop that clock.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
I dare you.
Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. DJ Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Damn. Unblockable. Oh, I got to focus.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Yannick Ngakoue racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
He did a ballerina move.
This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time of about 14.
Just going to throw this big downfield.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brent.
And that's caught inside the 30.
All the time, right?
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
I don't care.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Damn.
They'll look to throw again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. One team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. DJ Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down, and he's taken down. Back make it his own 7.
10-yard loss.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. A big offensive explosion helping leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0.
10 touchdowns with my quarterback. Wow. I don't know how many times we brought pressure, but I know we bought it more than just 4 times. We brought that shit like a bunch of times, dude. Anything changed? Okay. Let's see if anything changed. We got the Ravens and Kansas City Chiefs. We got the Dolphins and Buffalo Bills. Tampa Bay and Detroit Lions. Oh, the Detroit Lions are still in the playoffs. That's cool. Probably because I got some decent players on the team, so doing it was, oh shit, my controller died. Hold on, I gotta get my. Did I put my white one? Okay, here's my gold one. Let me see if this gold controller has a good battery life. It got one bar, so I'm gonna just play with the gold controller because the red one just died. I do got an all white one, so what the fuck? Roger, come on. Free practice is available. Bro, we dominated them, dude. It said defense. It said defense rack havoc. However it said, I can't pronounce that word. That word is hard to pronounce. They just say we dominated. He said the best day ever. Said Trey Lance was in the zone against the Giants. Y'all can see it. This is basically all our stuff. Okay, here we go. It says the Giants scored a victory with a perfect passing rating. The Giants turned the ball over too many times, and the Jaguars made them pay, coming away with the win in Jacksonville. Trey Lance nailed it, a perfect passing rating, and didn't break a sweat in processing. Wow. A perfect passing rating for Trey Lance? Are you kidding me? What a stud. The Jags arguments on route to a perfect regular season. We'll try to get it. Matt Patricia, in this league, you have to score more points than your opponent to win. I was glad to see us do that today. Ten receiving touchdowns for put him third on the single game list. What? Damn, bro. Holy shit. The winner of this game would be that much closer to a playoff run. Look what it said about the Cowboys. The Cowboys hit bottom. The fans headed for the exits early in Dallas this week as the Cowboys to a 70-0. I don't know. I can't pronounce that word. blowout loss to the Jaguars. I'm not finna hurt my brain. So you see, in Dallas this week, the hosts were very juniorish. The Jaguars forced 5 turnovers out of the Cowboys to leave town with the win. Bro, reading all that, it said he had a high. Okay, so did they put me in first? Well, no, it boosted my passing rating though, and I'm still first in passing touchdowns, third in receptions, 66. Okay, first in passing yards, first in passing touchdowns, seventh in the NFL in passing rating. And at least my quarterback is first in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. So, bro, look at our points per game: 61.3, passing touchdowns 50, 56, rushing touchdowns 35, first downs gain. Everyone else got more first down. They got over 200. We really get our first downs with sometimes passing, but everything else we're like total game, total yards game, total offensive yards, passing yards, rushing yards. It's damn, bro. We just good. Check the defense. Pass yards allow, rush yards allow. That's really good. Points allow. Quarterback sacks. The 49ers have more sacks, but we're right there with them. Fumbles recover, interceptions. So the 49ers have 56 quarterback sacks, and we have 52. So we play the 49ers in the Super Bowl again. That's going to be a good game. And hopefully it be neck and neck. Now, all these points that I got saved up, I'm going to go to my coach. Okay, wait. Yeah, go to my coach and go to this. Oh, nobody knows. So, alright, submit to save that. Okay. Now we home. We home against the Houston Texans, away against the Baltimore Ravens, away against the Titans, and away against the Eagles, and then playoff. So we got 4 more games to play. So okay, so we already checked the playoff picture. I think probably about week 16 it might look different, cause you got the Ravens and the Chiefs. That's a good matchup. The Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions, Chicago and the Dallas Cowboys. You got a divisional rival right there, Eagles and Giants, and for the Raiders, it's the same. They got to play their rival, and then the Buffalo Bills have to play their rival because it's the Dolphins. They're the same division. So the Ravens and the Chiefs are kind of in the same division, but different. So that's looking like. It's kind of cool how the playoffs is looking. Okay, free agency. I don't know who's gonna be a free agent this year, but whoever, bro, they're gonna be good for us. Renard Jones, the second. Chris Clarkson, Denzel Mims, Andy Isabella, Kendrick Bourne, Jarrett Peterson, Tyquan Pierce, Trey Flowers, Bro Harris. What? How good is Harris? His speed is 88. Acceleration is a 93. Bro, why haven't nobody signed this dude? Ball carrying vision. He doesn't fit our scheme though. These people fit our scheme because of the Jordan Whitehead, Benny Snell Jr. Okay. Think I might play some other game. I don't know. But first, I gotta see if someone's up. Let me see. I'm trying to check something, but I'm trying to think where it is. Where is it? No, it's not that. I think it's the other one. So y'all want to know what difficulty I'm on? The skill level is pro. It's on competitive mode. In which competitive mode you would get like rewards and stuff like that. So like that's why I play on it and stuff. The only thing that I did to the sliders, the game sliders, is I turned down some of the CPU stuff. So I'm finna show y'all. I kept everything on my end to 50, and then this is what I did to the CPU because like, say if you leave everything on 50, the CPU will be freaking crazy. Then I just left all this other stuff on 50. But even with all this stuff that I turned down, the CPU can still be really good. So like you have to turn that down. And then plus this is a brand new, still a brand new Madden game. So like it's like anything can. I might simulate to that Ravens game, bro. Yeah, I might simulate to the Ravens game. I might do that. Let me see. Um, let's do that right. Let's do that right now. It just simulate to the Ravens game. My nose is getting stuffed up. Damn, that was a close game. 28-26. Bro, we lucky we won that game. General manager, congrats. Okay, ooh, so look at the playoff. Look at the playoff picture now. It changed. So we got the Tennessee Titans. We still got the Rivals. Those teams went down to that place because they lost, and the Chiefs must have won us. The Ravens, whoever wins that will go on to the next round, and then whoever wins that between the Dolphins and the Bills will end up playing the Ravens. Then for the 49ers, their matchup is going to be either Chicago or Dallas, and whoever wins between New York and the Eagles, that's who's going to wait to play either the Falcons or the Detroit Lions, because the Detroit Lions had I think the Chicago Bears. I guess it moved up or less. The other team must have won a game like the Falcons, but they should be an easy opponent for the Falcon. I mean the Buffalo, not the Buffalo Bills, but the Detroit Lions, because they do have some talent on defense, but offense they're gonna have to put up a lot of points, because if the Falcons win, if they win that, then it's gonna be the last game I play though, for sure. I'm just trying to get to the action and stuff, so this is gonna be the last one. I might have to. Oh damn it! I forgot to change my defensive scheme. Fuck! I gotta. I don't know. I don't know. I might just. Yeah. Nah. I'm gonna back out and change it. Okay. So we have to. It's a lot of people we're gonna have to watch out for. Okay. So hold on, you guys.
Today,
we're going up against the Baltimore Ravens. That's another football team I like. Okay, so I gotta change my defensive settings right quick. Just my to my defensive playbook that I like using, because I know what everything is easy for me. So I'm gonna just do this. I had started the damn. You don't be thinking straight. You just be still thinking about what fucking happened and all of that. So what did I do with my headphones? Oh yeah, they're right there. Okay. All right, so it's gonna be the last game, and then I'm gonna end the stream, and then I'm gonna figure out if I want to play another game, or if I just want to I don't know.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Bro, that freaking Golden State Warriors game when they was playing the Lakers, but that pissed me off.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24 and the Baltimore Ravens. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency. And he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. And the social media chatter for the MVP race is certainly start to ramp up. I know you and I have felt that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right now, he's in the pole position as we head down the stretch.
And shutting him off, now open field.
He didn't do it when they playing the Lakers.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Play-in tournament.
A great effort there.
So
his 26th touchdown fought for the fourth most in a single season. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
So much improvement.
They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it. Because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go.
Take over 1st and 10.
That's why Kyrie Irving left LeBron James, bro. That's why that man left.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Literally, the reason why the Cavaliers
off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
That time,
catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The numbers here for Brown from a week ago. 5 catches, 58 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
But basically,
so line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Kyrie Irving hit that 3 over Stephen Curry. That sealed the game. So that made the
behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now another one thrown incomplete.
So
you can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
What LeBron James did.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Sports is my life, so I watched it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive, it was so deflating for the defense. But what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Flush to his right. 3-1. And then
taken downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
That first game.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
Then another game.
They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When you think about it, just like people call Draymond Green a bomb, because he's a bomb and this and that. But really the Warriors, they need Draymond Green. They need him.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And yeah, they got Andrew Wiggins and all these other people, but Draymond is just stuff that Draymond does.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
He's the type of guy that like to win a championship and go with another team.
They'll set up a
that's
throw.
Cool. You can do it.
And he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Warriors, if you're going to change the team. But the Warriors, they got a lot of cap space, a lot of money. So
they'll try the left side, rushing, and he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Like at first, it'd be like
that'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Playing
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
While Leonard stays with that Clipper team,
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and
that
5
franchise
at the 26-yard line.
They haven't missed the playoffs.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage advantage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively.
Speed,
strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Look at it. This man literally had to go join Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, whoever else is on that Miami team.
A good return there, 17 yards.
So when you think about it, the same thing that Kevin Durant did, LeBron James did it too.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10.
James then joined the Celtics.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
That first rain.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
They would have basically three-peated if they had to beat the Spurs again. But the Spurs said, yeah, no.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
We're not doing it.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 for the 26.
2015 came around.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Number 31.
Then that year, I just remember
we haven't seen much from him running the football here this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles Hayes trying to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It just been
21-0 our score after one.
LeBron James and Stephen Curry.
Ravens nothing.
And then I don't know what Klay Thompson said, but whatever Klay Thompson said,
on first down, rushing, and now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Second and 10.
He'll look to throw. Flush down right.
So
Right side here, complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20.
That game was rigged. So they had to help LeBron James out. Bro, stop doing it. How you keep doing it?
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Okay, yeah, you're trying to fuck me up, I see you.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
One-handed grab.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had to quote it back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go along, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Rare to see, because Josh Lambo is a good-ass kicker.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you can see they've already clinched the AFC North. As it stands, of course, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend. But we always talk about how coaches say we want to win that division, and that's the key thing, right?
Well, that's absolutely right. And that comes all the way down from the front office. They built their teams to win their division first, because if you do that, you guarantee that first game at home. Yeah, if you get the
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. He's going to try and go deep again.
My God,
and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards
I don't know
out.
about a 59 or a win, but he can make a 56 one. I've seen him done.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's taken in by Duvernay. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Number 31.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
31-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
What is this game?
To throw again, Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Ball had his hands in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin with America's team as Dallas hits the road to take on Indianapolis. And that game tied at 7 in the 2nd quarter.
Damn, I forgot I had that shit in there, bro. I forgot I had that.
We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Dalvin Cook, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick. Other than the extra point, that's it.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Oh, Lord, bro.
solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And epic games as a whole, too.
They'll look to throw, being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And this offense is running away with this one. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now for all the work he's getting.
25-yard line.
And he gives this time to the tailback. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
No.
Intercepted by
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. If they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground, rushing, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. 44. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the drive with again at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. And they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there full-time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
1st and 10.
This time, Jackson will throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
We got speed on this team, so they run.
First down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson got intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection.
And this is caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 83.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
8-yard line.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's
and the pressure gets to him again.
Jackson sacked.
They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding, probably agent, as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
To throw again is Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. And the Jags grab it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Lambo on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. You got to take care of the football. You got to hold on to it.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Jackson now. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Jackson sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what he called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still...
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This game is Spanish for being the best fucking football game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that.
Look,
you
I
know,
didn't
some
pick that up.
philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches. As a general rule, if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Brown has the first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
For 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And Jackson throwing.
You're not that smart.
And his
I'm still there,
intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out here with that. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Someone you know.
Flush to his right.
Randoms is, you know who the fuck these dudes are. Bro, what the hell?
And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Like the game tired, and we really need
They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right.
They basically lost the game.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
You lost, bro. Just give it up. You ain't scored no touchdown or got a field goal. No one of y'all, man.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,
picked them off like 4 times. Would have been, should have been 7 times because literally kept throwing the ball my way every time. But I guess my ability to, the heat signature, the thing that allows you to pick the shit off, that wasn't working, but I picked him out 4 times, so that's probably more than usual. He'll get picked off. So I'm happy with that because we won the game. So I'm about to just save this shit, dude. I'm gonna simulate. Then I'm gonna check the playoff brief to see if it changed, and then I'm ending the screen off on that note. Oh my god, bro. And it changed again. Okay, Falcons still got to play the Lions, though. Okay. Alright, so I'm about to end this stream. I'm going to probably come back later on today and stream this. I might. When I say I might, that means I probably won't. So, it all depends how I feel. But I will. Ooh, DJ Chalk is coming back from injuries. Okay, so I'll see y'all on the next live stream I do. And peace out. And it's your boy Warrior Gaming Stubbs, and I'm out. So here we go.